Okay, Tom Brew, go ahead with the first question.
Mike, takes 3 games and 3 days to win this thing, and move quickly from the end of the season. How do you feel like the last couple days have been, and how good do you feel about it being ready to go?
Well, I mean, I always feel good about going into a ball game. This time last season we were a desperate team trying to figure out the tournament. Once we got in, and I thought we played well last year to get almost to the finals, but almost wasn't good enough. It got us in tournament play, which hadn't been done in some time. But it's different this season. We played well enough to put ourselves in position this Big Ten season, and getting the double bye, gives you a day or so to prepare, 2 days to prepare, and don't know who we're going to play yet. And only time will tell. We're going to try to just take it one game at a time and see where it leads us.
You've had between Tuesday, Sunday of the final week of the regular season, and now Sunday to Friday, a little bit more gap between games. Has that allowed you to just freshen guys' legs a little bit more kind of in these last couple breaks?
Well, we haven't done a whole lot. A couple of those days were days after the Iowa game where we had to get back to work, because there was a lot of slippage on both ends of the floor. Coming to Chicago, we had a pretty intense practice, a few days ago, and today was kind of a skull session day where we, went over a lot of things that we needed to go over, but nothing that young guys shouldn't be able to do. So let's just hope it's a nice carryover when we tip it off tomorrow night.
Jeff and Jim.
Jalen Jafino was named finalist for National Freshman of the Year. Just want to get your thoughts. What has made him an elite player? Looking at what he brought when he got to the table and what you guys have done with him.
Well, again, he's improved. There's no doubt about that. From the time I saw him in high school, he's made a major jump. And I think the fact that, we lost Xavier Johnson early on put him in a tough position. We didn't bring him in here to log all the minutes at point guard. But the fact that he's been put in that position, he's done a tremendous job in terms of helping us get to this point. But we still got a long way to go.
You mentioned big jumps. In what areas do you feel he's made the biggest jumps?
Well, again, being able to compete at this level, at the college level. High school is totally different. It's another jump. If you go with NBA, it's a bigger jump. But he's made a major jump in being able to run my stuff in terms of my offensive stuff and still be able to score the ball and do the things that he's capable of doing. And then from the defensive side, he's done a lot of good things on both sides of the ball to help us win games, and that's important.
Jim, then Todd.
Mike, I know the big picture is the NCAA tournament, but here at the Big Ten tournament, it's something that Indiana has never won, so there's another carrot out there. What does that, I know you guys, like I said, the big picture, but coming here, the opportunity to do something that Indiana has not done before?
Well, we've done some things here in the last little over a year and a half that I've been here that we hadn't done in a long time. And so you got to give credit to a lot of these players and my coaching staff for making that happen. Listen, I'm not worrying about the NCAA. Right now the Big Ten tournament is staring us in the face. I thought last year we made a nice run at it, but we fell short. So, now this is a new season, a new opportunity to go out and try to win the Big Ten tournament. Then we'll worry about the NCAA tournament. But the Big Ten tournament is staring us in the face, and we got a grand opportunity, just like the teams that are still winning and the teams that are waiting to play, just like us.
Mike, you've said a few times this season, going through your second year, learning some things based on what happened last year. Is there anything in the routine and preparation that you repeat from last year because you had some success in last year's tournament? What have you kind of learned year to year in terms of getting the team ready for the Big Ten tournament?
I haven't changed a whole lot, guys, from day one. My preparation has been always the same. And it's just getting guys to buy into what you're doing and doing it consistently over a 40-minute ball game. I mean, I haven't changed. I just thought last year, being down 17 at halftime to Michigan, something needed to be said and done. And, it wasn't pretty for big fella probably at halftime, but boy, did he respond. God dog. He responded that game, the Illinois game, the Iowa game. I mean, and it's been a nice carryover into this season because he's had a hell of a season.
All right, Coach, thank you. Let's get the players in. Coach, appreciate it.